Cheers, guys. Epix 911. Welcome to the Friday, July 14th, 2017 edition of VR News. Coming to you a little later. Man, I was bagged when I got in. I set up, filmed, and promptly fell asleep. I'm in Miles City, Montana, possibly the world's slowest internet connection. So between that and me literally passing out, here we go. We have the news. So let's dive into the first story. Has to do with the game Augmented Empires. This is the turn-based strategy RPG for the Gear VR. Possibly the first game in a while. Actually makes me wish I still had a Samsung phone to be playing this. So you can see the art style in the opening cutscene. I think it works fantastic. It's got a really, really nice aesthetic. A little Blade Runner-esque in how it's kind of laid out, which is cool. The turn-based combat really captures the flavor of that art style, and I'm assuming the defensive positions that you see on this map here factor into your actual combat. So I'm curious if there's anyone out there who's got this game, who's been playing it. Let me know, is the combat as tactical and in-depth as it looks via the screenshots and the video footage? Love to hear from you. As for me, guys, probably the game, like I said, making me wish I still had a Samsung phone. So probably going to try to locate one, a used one, at some point over the next couple of months and give this game a shot. All right, in our next story, Oculus announcing via their official blog Studio Share. Now let's take a look at what Studio Share is and what it does. So Studio Share allows you and a friend to sculpt via Oculus Medium in the same virtual space. So you can do your own sculptures, you can share tips and tricks, skills, get feedback, all in real time. You can even record your session or take selfies and share that footage or pictures on the Oculus forum. If you're a professional artist, hell, even if you're a newbie or just a hobbyist enthusiast, you can use Studio Share for uniquely interactive reviews. Talk through designs, get a quick sense of scale, scope. You can even experiment with camera angles while doing all of that. Now, there are a metric crap ton of features. Not going to get into all of them now. Suffice it to say, you can read them all via the link in the description below. All in all, just a really freaking cool feature. We've heard time and time again about virtual reality not being suited for social. This is one of those perfect case in points. It does something that you'd be hard pressed to do outside of virtual reality. If you think about collaboration in stuff like Adobe Photoshop, 3D Studio Max, there's collaboration tools, but they don't allow you to literally share the same space and work on the artwork or the models together. That's something that virtual reality offers, and it's literally the technology that makes that possible, and moving forward is going to make it even more amazing. I can't wait to see what they come up with 2, 3, 4 years from now when collaboration tools like this are just seamlessly and effortlessly integrated, and we throw on our HMDs, join each other into applications, whether we're programming, doing graphics. There's just so much potential. And surprise, surprise, it's social. They didn't envision what VR could do. They looked at it strictly as this isolating piece of hardware that you throw over your eyes and block out the outside world. Again, you would be hard pressed to do this type of collaboration with any technology other than virtual reality. And I think that's what makes it so special. We haven't seen anything yet. And in our next news story, Entertainment Weekly has a really good 101 on Ready Player One, Ernst Cline's book by the same title. So if you wanted to find out a little bit more about it, maybe see if it was a book, worth reading, head on over. I've got the link in the description below. Ernest Cline's Ready Player One being turned into a movie by Steven Spielberg. Entertainment Weekly also dropping a screenshot. So we've actually got a screenshot showing us the set, showing us an HMD, the main characters kind of man cave-like space in the movie, which is pretty cool. So take a look at that. Probably got it up right now. And a lot more information at the link in the description below. Now, for me, it used to be a tricky thing, having a book and then adapting it to a movie. And I used to be all hardcore, oh, you know, it's got to be like the book. And you know what? Some books, I still feel that way. But then there's others where you realize, look, you are not going to capture the essence of this book in a 90-minute or 2-hour movie. I liked the Dune movie, but was it faithful and accurate to the book? Hell no. The BBC miniseries, however, really, really good and did a much better job of that. And this next story, screenshots of Bionik Mantis. This is the HMD integrated headphone set, very much Rift inspired when you look at it. I like the aesthetic, not crazy about the color, just a minor thing. I think I would have preferred it if they went black for the earphones. So this is a side view, does a good job of showing the side of the headphone. Let me know what you think. Do you like the gray? Do you wish it was black or maybe some other color? Like I said, it matches the aesthetic. I just think it would have matched better if it was black. Second screenshot here is a front view, shows the profile of the headphones in terms of the space that it occupies. You can see it's pretty low profile. In this next story, a example of Oculus possibly having a little bit of the McGregor Mayweather Kool-Aid. They're coming out swinging, haymakers all over the place. First, this Summer of Rift sale, which mind-blowingly fantastic discount. Well, now, not only are they announcing that they're going to have an all-in-one bundle at the end of the summer for when the Rift sale ends, but that bundle is permanently going to be lower price. Now, not as low as the Summer of Rift, but still $500 for essentially the Oculus Rift and entire touch controller set. Now, the only real question I have, guys, is what's the next step for HTC? Now, they were fairly adamant they weren't going to lower their price at all. Now you've got Oculus basically coming out and forcing their hand. I'm pretty sure when HTC made that statement, they didn't think Oculus Rift, at least in 2017, was going to be lowering the price of their units. So it'll be interesting to see if they follow suit. If you were to ask me my percentage, do I think they're going to do it? I'd say 100%. Just when and how much, those are the variables that they're probably working on determining. Well, guys, that is it for the news on this Friday. Who knows where I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. I'm hoping I'm 4 hours out of Chicago. That would put me on pace to get back home for Monday, which is the plan. Guys, as always, have a kick-ass weekend, and we will catch you for Saturday's news tomorrow. Cheers.